1492, Christopher Columbus set sail into the unknown. He was convinced the Earth was shorter when sailing west. But what few remember is that during his journey, something happened that he could never explain. One night, in the middle of the Atlantic, Columbus saw a branch of fire fall from the sky. It wasn't a meteor, it wasn't lightning, it was something different. In his journal, he wrote that it descended vertically into the sea, very close to his ship. The phenomenon lit up the ocean as if the sky itself were pointing the way. The sailors, already tense after weeks without land, believed it was a bad omen. Others swore it was a divine sign, but Columbus wasn't afraid. He smiled, as if he had been expecting it. What few people know is that, before setting sail, Columbus had spent years trying to convince kings and scholars. He was rejected by Portugal, by England, even by the University of Salamanca. They said he was mad, until he met Isabella. The Catholic queen didn't just give him ships, she gave him something more: blind faith. Faith in a foreigner with no noble blood, no fortune. Some historians believe they shared a secret bond, based on dreams, visions, something never written down. King Ferdinand, on the other hand, was skeptical. That's why he imposed a troubling condition. That much of the crew would be made up of prisoners released from the jails of Castile. Thieves, murderers, pirates, a ship full of the condemned, seeking redemption or freedom. That explains what came next. Mutinies, abuse, and crimes barely recorded in official history. But Columbus kept going, as if he knew none of that mattered. As if he had already been guided. Many have wondered how he knew exactly where to sail, how he survived 3 storms, how he arrived so close to the continent without drifting for weeks across a featureless sea. Some say it was luck, others that he was guided, as if someone or something pushed him in that direction. And here begins the real theory. What if that branch of fire was an extraterrestrial signal? What if Columbus was one of the few humans to receive messages from another world? As if someone or something had chosen him to change history, because he wasn't the only one. Leonardo da Vinci drew flying machines, helicopters, tanks, centuries before the materials even existed to build them. Where did those ideas come from? Isaac Newton, sitting under an apple tree, watched a simple fruit fall, and from that moment, the theory of gravity was born. But few mentioned that Newton was obsessed with alchemy and prophecy. He believed there was a hidden architecture to the universe, one that could be decoded. Nikola Tesla, perhaps the most mysterious of them all, openly said he heard voices that gave him instructions on how to build his inventions. Tesla also claimed that the numbers 3, 6, and 9 were the key to the universe, a claim we still don't fully understand, but one that resonates in ancient Egyptian symbols, Sumerian temples, and star maps. Maybe Christopher Columbus didn't discover America by accident. Maybe someone wanted him to. And if that's true, then the history of the world wasn't written by men alone, but guided from the stars.